Democratic presidential candidate Joseph Biden today faces a controversy that his opponents could use in raising questions about his character. 3 weeks ago, at a debate at the Iowa State Fair, he used phrases identical to those delivered by British Labour Party leader Neil Kinnock. Biden did not attribute the words to Kinnock. Instead, he said they were his own thoughts. Was it plagiarism? Ken Bodie reports.
Joe Biden is known as one of the best orators in the Democratic Party, so it was no surprise that at a forum in Iowa recently, he knocked their socks off with a stirring close. Listen.
And I started thinking as I was coming over here, why is it that Joe Biden is the first in his family ever to go to a university? Why is it that my wife, who's sitting out there in the audience, is the first in her family to ever go to college?
People in Britain would have been familiar with those words. They heard the same ones in a political commercial from Labour Party leader Neil Kinnock.
Why am I the first Kinnock in 1,000 generations to be able to get to university? Why is Glenys the first woman in her family in 1,000 generations?
Biden saw the Kinnock commercial and evidently loved it.
Was it because they were weak? Those people who could work 8 hours underground and then come up and play football? Weak?
My ancestors who worked in the coal mines in northeast Pennsylvania and come up after 12 hours and play football for 4 hours?
Biden had told other audiences he admired Kinnock, not this one. This one, he later said, he had listening in hushed silence.
No, it's not because they weren't as smart. It's not because they didn't work as hard. It's because they didn't have a platform upon which to stand.
Does anybody really think that they didn't get what we had because they didn't have the talent, or the strength, or the endurance, or the commitment? Of course not. It was because there was no platform upon which they could stand.
Aides to Biden say another Democratic campaign is passing out the Kinnock commercial to discredit Biden. That's true. They also say it wasn't conscious plagiarism, that Senator Biden has been under great pressure preparing for the Bork hearings, and that night he was just on automatic pilot.
Politicians don't always write their own material. John F. Kennedy didn't write, "Ask not what you can do for your country." The problem here is that Senator Biden told his audience he'd just been thinking about these things, and he failed to give any credit at all to his famous British speechwriter. Ken Bodie, NBC News, Washington.
Aides to Senator Biden said tonight that the issue is not worth the senators commenting on it personally.